Hi, David here again, the new, improved David. I'm happy. I'm looking at myself, the monitor on the camera here, and I must say I'm in lust after myself here. Okay, I'm not a narcissist by profession, but I can be convinced to become a narcissist. But that's not why I brought you here. I wanted to talk a little bit about something I was discussing with another street performer last week, and that is tip insults. And I had a tip insult, actually, the worst tip insult I've ever had. And I've been doing this, let's see, how long have I been performing? Um, hmm, since 2001, 24 years, 23 years, maybe 1999, something in there. Anyway, so, I have not been doing it steadily, but of late I've been doing it steadily. Even so, I've never been so insulted. Somebody came by and made a big gesture of dropping a penny, a 1 cent coin, into my hat. And then he went into the store. And I was livid. And I said something like, "You dare insult me," or something. I forget exactly what I said, but I was a bit pissed off. Um, I know that if I'm a professional, that I should just shine it on, and not let it upset me. But that particular one did. I have no problem with people walking by and waving and not tipping. That's perfectly fine. But for somebody to go out of their way to insult me, it's like, why? Why are people this way? I had a situation also today, actually, where a guy said, "Do you take Canadian money?" I said, "Well, no, not really." And he said, "Well, I don't have any American money." And I said, "Well, I do accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Diners Club, and PayPal, and Venmo." And he said, "Oh, I don't have my phone with me." Oh, no, let's see. I don't have my card with me. And I said, "Well, you don't need a card. You just scan my QR code on my sign." "Oh, I don't have my phone with me." And I wasn't going to argue with him, even though about 5 minutes earlier I had seen him walking down the sidewalk, clearly carrying a phone. Sometimes, well, you just can't let it get to you. Sometimes it does. But as I said, I would rather a person just walk by and not tip me at all and just enjoy the music and smile. That's perfectly fine. But I really do hate it when somebody tries to insult me. And of course, this happens from time to time. Somebody will say, "Well, I don't have any change." And then I'll say, "Well, scan my QR code. I've got Visa, MasterCard, American Express, all that," and they'll find an excuse. Or they might actually log onto the system, see my webpage, but then not tip me at all. Why do people go through this? Sometimes you just have to forget about trying to understand human nature. But I normally do not get bent out of shape because I know the reason why I am successful is because I'm nice to people. I have a really good rapport. In fact, this evening, one of the homeless people tipped me, I think $4, $3, $4, something in there. And I thanked him profusely, as I always try to thank people as a great deal. And he said, "Well, I do this because I respect you." And I said, "You respect me?" He said, "Yeah, you're out here. You're always being so nice to people. You're playing nice music. And, I don't have much, but I just wanted to let you know that I respect you." And then that almost made me cry because, When you are a musician or any kind of a street performer and you get so much shade from people, it's nice when somebody really likes what you're doing, and not only likes it, but is willing to kick over a little bit of cash, even when they might not be able to afford to do it. Also today I was offered dinner and I was offered beverage, and I wasn't really hungry, but I did accept the beverage. And people just are generally very, very friendly, very nice. But there will be some stickers out there, but you can't let them faze you, because if you do, then they've won and you've lost. And the major reason why I am successful as a performer and why I'm doing these videos is to impart to people the idea that you can make it work, but it's a matter of respecting people, being friendly to people, being there for them. I mentioned earlier in another video about this guy who walked across a parking lot and dropped $20 in my hat because before I even started playing. And that was because his wife had been seriously ill, and he had gone several days earlier to the drugstore to get a sedative of some sort to deal with his own stress, and that my music several days earlier had cheered him up so much that he wanted to come back and hoped he could find me so he could give me a tip. That is so sweet. People are just so wonderful that, if somebody treats you like dirt, you just got to ignore it. You just got to go past it, and let your humanity show through. It works for me, and even though I'm playing the same 65 or 70 songs over and over again, it still brings me joy to go out there, to hang out, to perform music, to do something that will make people happy. In another video coming up soon, I'm going to talk about how do I word this? A Sicilian thug, or at least, well, that's the come on for the story, and that'll be my next story.